Hey guys, Max here, and this is gonna be a rather different video from what I normally post because normally I'm talking about my projects, or I'm streaming, or I'm doing something open source, and yeah, something for the channel most of the time, and something what I do in my free time. But in this case, it's something different. What I wanted to show you is the project we've been working on for quite a time, actually, for a couple months at least. And I've been working on it as a part of a larger team, obviously. The project is called Voxyn, and as you might have already well discovered, it's very similar to Discord, but it's not quite that similar, and I'm gonna go into details a bit later. So the official release was on August the 1st, which was yesterday, or technically um, 2 days ago. But yeah, and this is not an official video, no, nor an official trailer or something, but it's just something I wanted to share with you on my channel. So yeah, first things first, we have a rather simple landing page here. All right, which just describes what the project is. There isn't much data on it, but we have some screenshots here, which is yeah, we have some screenshots here. We have those two blocks explaining the main two differences to Discord. Actually, we have a lot more, but again, I'm gonna cover them a bit later. So yeah, it's a rather simple website, and yes, we have published our our app, our Windows application. Obviously, you can download it here. Just clicking download for Windows, and obviously we're preferring that you actually do it because it's a bit more stable, and the performance is a bit better. But in case you just don't trust for some reason, what I generally understand, you're free to use the browser version. It's actually as good as the desktop one. Well, it's missing the tray icons here, like just like in Discord, but you're not gonna be missing out that much. So feel free to use the browser, the browser version, if you want to. In this case, I'm gonna be using the browser version as well because yeah, as you probably see, I'm on Linux now, and we do not have a stable Linux version, at least at this point of time. So yes, and yeah, I gotta admit, I had to purchase an extra SSD to properly install Windows on to compile and to test the Voxyn on Windows, which was quite a pain, I gotta admit, because I'm a Linux guy. But the second it's released until the next update, I'm home, I'm on Linux, so this is why I'm filming it right for this in here. So yeah, let's dive right in. First things first, just click open in browser. Oh yeah, we're just inside. Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, I just tried a couple of things to log in, etc. So um yeah, so we can see an official Voxyn community here, which yeah, as you might have probably seen, looks quite similar to Discord on one hand, but on another hand, that's something different about it. But let's start rather slowly. And yeah, from the functionality itself, it is not quite different. So we have basically all this main core functionality, which is, well, writing messages, well, creating channels, voice channels, talking to one another, etc. Emojis, you can add your own emojis here. You can use some ASCII pre-made emojis here is not a problem as well. So yeah, that's yeah. So this functionality is just very similar to Discord, and it works quite well, at least from what we have tested. But again, no software is perfect, so yeah, it's gonna be better and better every time. So every update, we're yeah, I can't guarantee that it has no bugs because, again, as mentioned, any software does. So, but we are doing our best. So yeah, let's start with an explorer. Oh yeah, I have no friends on this test account. Well, that's a shame. But let's go to the discover page, and as you can see, we have some public communities here. We can click them and join, but I'm not gonna do because we have already joined. For example, this one, community. Also, we can hit this plus button here and either join a community or create one, which both is very simple and straight ahead, so we don't have to select anything or choose anything. Just click, just hit create a community. I'm gonna come to this a bit later. Right, so yeah, we even have a test community here already created for us. But so again, the layout might seem pretty familiar, which is actually exactly what we're aiming for, right? I mean, like you're not gonna learn like a new interface or something. We're gonna make it familiar. So that's, well, what we did. All right, and yes, this menu here, this is one of the co-creators here. Yeah, all these accounts, all these profiles here, it's very very familiar. Right, and yeah, but let's come to the real part, to the real differences. As you've probably seen, like, there is this left menu, and I'm gonna talk about it a bit more. So you might ask, like, why does it look like this? I mean, like, isn't it, what's the point? What are like these blocks, etc.? So let me show you how it works. Instead of talking about, let me show you. So this is the bare, like, just created community, right? We have no avatar, no banner. Let's just hit create channels, or we can straight go to the community here and click the server settings. So the banner and avatar uploads are pretty straightforward, and yes, GIF images work. They work for free, just because, and that's a pretty funny story. So long story short, I was just creating the core of it, the Voxyn core. I didn't actually think of GIFs, images, or animated stuff. I just added images, and on one of the first tests, someone just uploaded, accidentally, I believe, a GIF image, and suddenly the animation worked. And then I thought, well, exactly, that's the point. The GIFs just work in HTML. So, and I was thinking, yeah, well, then why doesn't it don't they work like in Discord? And I like realized, they cap it, and they do it on purpose. So you you're motivated to buy a premium, you buy Discord Nitro or whatever it's called, all right? So, and then I thought, well, we actually aren't losing money on it, because like image is equals image. So and if it's within the proper size, and I mean like the proper it's within the size limit for file for an image. We ain't losing actually any money by just allowing them to be animated. So like, why should we restrict it and basically extort our users to use GIFs? I mean, like, That was the point from the beginning to like give the most freedom user like can get. All right, and yeah, so this became later part of our philosophy. So yeah, that's why you can upload like any image here and there, or actually you can upload any image to your test to your personal account. Let's briefly walk through the personal settings first. So the display name, it's pretty straightforward, right? The username you cannot change, so it's gonna remain unchanged forever. Description you can set, and a community tag I'm gonna cover it a bit later. So oopsie, the voice and audio. Oh yeah, let's allow it. Similar, very similar to Discord, but it's, as you can see, it's not bloated with some ambiguous options and per server, per user, per friend profiles, or God knows what. We want to like keep it as simple as it gets and just make it work just pretty well. And yeah, and then we have some legal information here. So yeah, so let's get back to the channels here. Again, this one's pretty obvious. Server description, server, it's community, and the server are obviously pretty much the same. So the public community, whether it can be searched by the community search I've shown to you earlier, and the community tag, again, I'm gonna cover it later. So the channels, that's one of the most important things here. Let's create a channel. So we have three types of channels, which the text is obviously very straightforward. General, let's call it general. And instead of just appearing somewhere around here, it appears as unassigned. And you might probably already see where it's going. I can select any of these pre-made layouts, anything I want. Let's to speak, right? Let's just either click them or just drag and drop them. All right, so we have it here, and we just take the channel and drop it where we want to. As you can see, just it instantly updated, and it's already pre-selected. Right, so but that's not it. Obviously, that's not it. Or we can just click to the channel settings, or click the channel here, and yeah, the channel name is pretty straightforward as well. Doesn't have to be explained. The text background image, you can select a background image for any channel title, right? So I'm gonna just show you what it looks like. Let's go to this community. As you can see, this is what it looks like. All right. So you can make it larger, you can make it smaller, but obviously these images can be animated as well, by the way. So it can be a GIF image, and it's gonna work. It's gonna be animated. It's gonna work just fine. So again, let's get back to our example server channels, and yeah, we can, if our image happens to be like white, like in that example I've shown you, we can just select any text color we want. Let's make it red. And as you can see, it instantly became red, and even the emoji, sorry, the type of channel on the left top, because it's a text channel, so it's got a hashtag, a known text channel icon, right? We know from Discord. It also got the color we wanted, and we can also select the tile color. Let's make it white. And if we do not upload any image, it's this is what it's gonna look like, and we can just hit escape, and it like updates instantly. And we have permissions. This is also very similar to Discord. We can inherit from the role the permissions, so we can explicitly forbid or explicitly enable. yeah. But as you can see, we have the custom page here. It means like for this group, we well specified something different. So we have specified something. I was thinking it's just a small addition. So next thing is roles, which is basically very similar to what Discord has. There's a switch for enabling all, which I'm not gonna click because it's the everyone role. We cannot delete it. Let's create some admin role, alright? Let's create it. As you can see, it's draggable, but it has no underlying group, so it's just gonna remain on top. Just enable all, voila, and let's just select red, alright, and it just works. And we have also members, which we can add ourselves. And as you can see, oops, it takes some time to update. Oh yeah, here we go. It's the admin, and we can just delete the role, or we can and because we're admin, we have perpetual because we are the creator of this the community, we have perpetual admin rights. So in this case, we can just add ourselves the role again, and it's gonna work just fine. So by the way, this role can be made public. So yeah, it's still there, but it's not visible. Yeah, I made it so you have to click around, or it takes some time to refetch it to not overload the clients, because imagine we would have to emit all the changes instantly to all the clients. That's not gonna be good. So that was something we were willing to sacrifice. Nothing complicated here. Let's get to emojis, which is very cool as well. Let's upload an emoji. I do not want to expose anything, but let me select something. Let me select some image I'm willing to upload. Oh yeah, that's good enough. That's exactly the image. Yep. The V, which is it can be GIFs as well. Again, an emoji can be just as animated as in Discord. By the way, you don't have emoji limits here, right? So you can like upload as much as you want, at least for now. But I don't think we're gonna be introducing any limits on the amount of emojis we upload. Well, I'll upload. And a fallback emoji, obviously an ASCII compatible emoji. We have, because we like have to display the notifications, and we're displayed if something goes wrong. So let's select a fallback emoji. It works actually very similar to Telegram. So I think, considering emoji, we just look it up how Telegram works and how it's implemented. So let's call it like a Voxyn, hey, and let's just hit upload. So yeah, it instantly became available. And here in the emoji, we just press Voxyn, hey, and we send it, and here we go. And we can instantly react with it, for example. Voila, we just reacted, but we can react with any other emojis. It's just as good. By the way, obviously, the reactions have their own permissions, and it's very flexible. So let me show you briefly. Again, let's back to the admin, so everyone, members, text, voice. Oh, manage emojis. We can add reactions. Yeah. Here we can disable it, but by default it's enabled. So, because like, why not? Again, you can disable it like anytime. So, yeah. Next thing is, oh, by the way, let's get back to the community. Since we just enabled and added at least one emoji to our community, we can create a community tag. And yeah, Discord only allows, first of all, you're gonna pay for it. You have to have a certain boost level on your communities. We're not gonna be doing this either, because why not? Why just not allow everyone to have their own well, tags, right? Because like, why not? It's just barely costs us anything. It's just not that hard to process, not that hard to implement. So yeah, let's go with it. So we can like select any emoji we have or any emoji we just uploaded. So this we're gonna be doing, and just make it test. It's gonna be 3 to 6 letters, and we just hit create tag. So yeah, the tag's adapted, and oh, it's not adapted yet. It's available. But now, if I hit adopt the tag, and I go to my personal settings, as you can see, yes, they're all communities with tags we are currently in, and we can adopt their tags. So, yeah, again, to spur some socket messages. That's not instant. The update's not instant. I mean, if you'd love to, we were just gonna write. Please write it in the comments and maybe do some things to be updated instantly. And as you can see, we have our tag here, which is clickable as well, and here in the right menu as well. So all the other things are pretty much straightforward. Yes, we have members, with all the permissions, because and even some options as well, because it's just much easier than, I mean, I kind of looked at the Discord implementation and Discord design. I didn't like it for some reason. Bans are pretty straightforward, and the invites, which is also cool. Let's hit this create invite. It's very similar to Discord. By the way, you can disable this function, so people cannot create their invites. By default, they can, but again, it's everything's customizable. Expiration users. Let's create an invite. Now let's copy the link, and here actually would appear your friends. But since we have no friends now on this test account, it's just nothing. We can instantly paste this link and see this preview and click the this block here, but in this case it instantly opens, or we can copy the link as well if we need it as a link. A couple more things. We can search here, and there was actually a story behind this search and why I made it rather simple, because back in the day where I was studying at some other university, all the previous exams were published on our official university Discord server, and searching for them, it was like a nightmare. Like the Discord search, for some reason, like it found something I didn't want it to find. It found like a lot of crap. It didn't instantly find the previous exams from like 5 years or 8 years ago. So it was just it was just another level of nightmare. So I just thought, like, why do I have to like bother with all this complex search terms? And yeah, if people will ask us to implement it, we're obviously will. But now, I mean, I don't see any reason to do so. But again, it all depends on the users and what users will want or not. So the search is very straightforward. Yes, it's obviously not case sensitive, and it's obviously a fuzzy search, so you don't have to type you don't have to type like text like literally. It has the I believe it has the wildcards working, so all of this sort of stuff is working. But again, this was just done much simpler than Discord. And oops, last but not least, we can pin message, which by the way also requires just the same as in Discord. It requires the permission, and it's just there. So it's pretty simple. It's just being highlighted. Yeah, so let me show you a couple of things which are different from Discord, and why, in my opinion, the Voxyn is a much better alternative. It's not an alternative, it's a much better service. And again, the first thesis is Voxyn's simpler. So again, Discord has all these sorts of activities and extortion. I'm sorry. All this buy nitro here, buy nitro there, buy nitro everywhere. So and you can like these are not customizable. That is not customizable. Like a lot of useless things. We just want a nice chat, right? We just want to play with one another. We don't need like this surrounding sounds or like internal gaming, like playing poker on as a Discord activity or God knows what else. So like why? Um, yeah. So again, and as you can see, these menus are rather simple. Um, so let's add, and that's something a Discord just doesn't have because I don't know why, but I just implemented it because I was asked for it and I thought, yeah, well, that's a nice idea. That's a damn nice idea. So as you can see, there's a third channel type which Discord doesn't have is a markdown. All right, let's call it rules. Because here's the thing, I was talking to a bunch of gamers who used to have their own gaming servers, at least back then, a couple of years ago, at least in Discord, and all of them had a similar, it's not a I wouldn't call it a problem, but a similar thing, which was like, there was always like a rules channel or something, rules like channel, some static channel. And most of the time there were rules actually, so it's yeah, so that's why I chose this example. A rules channel which kind of only just had one message, and they had to explicitly forbid all the users to write into this channel, which was just one message channel which just displayed all the rules. So I was thinking like, why do we have to actually yeah, just why we could just add our own channel for this sort of stuff, so we don't the user doesn't have to like write once just one text message. So I'm just gonna show you how it works, and yes, it is for those of you who are programming, and I guess that's most of my viewers on this channel. This is very straightforward. So yeah, that seems like simple and empty, but as you can see, yes, it's markdown. Yeah, and as you can see, we can just type any markdown, so it's gonna work like exactly as in GitHub. You can even take like one-to-one copy of something from the markdown, and yeah, that's just gonna work. So for example, a code block. Okay, something. A table works just fine. I think task list works just fine. A link works just fine as well. By the way, clicking it, it's already styled, and clicking it asks us for a permission. So we can hit Control S or just save here. And yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. So I think again, in my opinion, it's just better than coming up with the stupid stupid message and trying to format it if we have that much more options here. And yeah, many people, you might argue many people don't know the markdown. Yes, but it's very similar to what Discord has. And as you might remember, Discord allows to, for example, use bold font in the messages, and it's exactly what I introduced as well. So yeah, we have this markdown image, and the last feature, but not least feature, which is one of my favorite, because with this feature, I got like many users well introduced it to, but my colleagues, like, they were like, wow, really? I mean, holy shit, it's really cool. Which is rather, on the one hand, it's like very simple, but on the other hand, it's like just awesome. Oops. Let's create a voice channel, and you've maybe seen the the whole thing on the uh, on the official website, on the landing page. Start the voice, let's join it, array, and let's share the screen. And yes, on the one hand, it looks like nearly exactly as Discord, but that's the nice part. As you maybe read here, yes, exactly, exactly. We have 1080p streaming for free. How did I achieve this? Well, long story short, when two people are talking directly, the packages, they aren't sent through the server at all. They're well encrypted, decrypted, and our servers, well, they coordinate them, but they try to send the packages directly, like peer-to-peer sending, which just in our case decreases the load enormous. I mean, it just offloads all the package network processing at all. It's just our servers just have to coordinate it. And if it's not possible for some reason, let's say you use mobile networking with gray IP and second grade second grade NAT and God knows what else. So for one reason or another, it's just not possible. In this case, our server becomes just a relay, which just relays the package, the video packages, the frame packages, which are obviously compressed, and it does not do any encoding or decoding. We just do not do any heavy lifting. We just forward the packages nearly as they are, and it saves us a lot of CPU overhead and a shit ton, I'm sorry, it's like really a shit ton of RAM and resources and whatever. We just save a lot of resources. So I was testing it on a most minimal server with 4 gigs of RAM and 2 cores, and there were, I think, 6 people streaming simultaneously and while watching one another stream simultaneously. And with all the and it the whole project was running on the server with Nginx, with all the backend running, with the Postgres database running, with Redis, with uh, yeah, with the internal VPN and the internal tools we are using, and the deployment tools and the DevOps tools, and everything was nearly everything was running in a Docker. So it was like full on running, and the max load I've seen was, and the load was jumping from 4 to 9%. It's just 2 cores and I believe 4 gigs of RAM. And the RAM was like half a gig like occupied, or like 700 megabytes or something. So again, this thing can run like very efficiently. That's why we can just go ahead and like offer such things for free. So yes, that is basically it. Maybe one last thing is if you click social here, we were thinking how to like add friends, how to send friends requests, etc. So we came out with a simple solution. On one hand, we can, for example, click, if we're on the same server, we can just send a friend request. Whether it's gonna be accepted or not, or you're gonna be banned, or that's up to the person we're sending the request to. But if you want to add many friends, or if you are not on the same server or community yet, there's this code which you can use to add friends. You can either click a button here and enter the code, or if you somehow expose the code for whatever reason, or for, well, you don't want the code to work anymore, you want a new code, you just hit reissue the code, and the old code is going to be automatically invalidated, and you have a new code, and you can do it like any day of the week, anytime, how much you want, you want, for, well, to get a new code, which is gonna be obviously, which is guaranteed to be unique, which can be thrown out the second you click refresh and get a new code. So this allows you to safely share your friend's code, and if it's gonna be exposed, or even if usernames are gonna be exposed, which in Discord was a big problem, unless well, until they introduced the streaming mode where the usernames were truncated. You don't have to do this anymore here. You just hit refresh. You just use this friend code, and again, yeah, as simple as that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you are gonna be at least checking out Voxyn. We're gonna be continuing working on it. I hope it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I hope we're gonna be achieving something, because this project has a great potential, especially here in Europe. And by the way, we ain't collecting any data. So it's explicitly stated in the terms of service and the privacy policy. First of all, in Europe, the GDPR, the data protection regulations, is like a nightmare. It's like very hard. It's like very strict. But on the other hand, yeah, we're just not gonna violate anything. We don't have Google Analytics here. We don't have like any third-party services except the servers we're hosting on, and the and the European, obviously, S3 buckets to storage to store the user-generated content. So yeah, we are just fully compliant, so we don't have to hide anything, and you can like read on our privacy policy section everything about them. So I mean, like everything about the what we do with the data and what data we're collecting. So you don't have to age verify as well, because legally we're way under the threshold for us even to bother about it. I've been talking to a bunch of lawyers, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem as well, at least for now. Yeah, so again, I hope you like this video, and yeah, that's actually a rather long video. I'm sorry for that, but yeah, what can I do? I just wanted to show you all possible, all sorts of things you can do with Voxyn, and hope you're gonna like it. So have a nice day.